Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to your favorite baseball podcast starring Ed and Valerie. This is the Dad Had Chronicles.
Is there anybody there?
All right. Well, welcome everybody to yet another episode of the Dad Hat Chronicles podcast. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad Hat, and with me, as always, my good friend, my fellow lover of Dad Hats, Stadium Food Girl, Val. How you doing, my girl?
Hi, I'm doing great. I'm so excited. It's Monday. We've got a fun Monday Night Football game on tonight, and on top of that, we've got an incredible guest for the show. Like, I can't stop smiling. I'm so excited.
Oh no, you're not a dork at all like me. That would never happen. All right, so do tell. Who do we have?
Today we have the one and only Austin, PA of the Lake Elsinore Storm and the Long Beach Bombers, right? Hockey.
Correct.
Wow, look
That
at
is
you.
so cool.
Yeah, it's really excited to be here. Honestly, this last season working in baseball, it's been nothing but a dream, and being able to continue going is what I hope to keep doing. Starting in low single A, hopefully getting up to even triple A or major leagues if we're lucky.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. By the way, you're about to make me spend some money, dude. You're about to get me in trouble with the wife. I'm on the website right now. See, this is what I do, right? Every time we do these interviews, right? The last interview that we did with the Apostle Chihuahuas, where do I go? We go to the Apostle Chihuahuas website, and then I want everything from there. So,
Oh yeah, their merchandise is awesome.
Oh God, minor league merchandise is awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Always.
this teen store, it's the cutest teen store too. And it's next to a stand that sells one of the best stadium burritos I've ever tried. It's everything
Is
about
that so? I'm all about Mexican food. So.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, you come to the Lake Elsinore Diamond. You make a right as soon as you get into the concourse. Right there, the first stand, Michi Tacos. Oh my goodness.
Oh, like sweet Jesus.
When do we know if they're coming back?
I'm pretty sure they installed a permanent LED sign on the wall, so I assume they're going to be back next season. No other stand had that.
Oh yes.
Well,
I'm so
okay,
happy.
new LCD sign and everything. All right, we're trying to big time it up in here.
Oh yeah.
Well, like mentioned, I'm so excited. Austin, talk to us about like how your journey with this team got started and kind of like your everyday job with this team. I saw you once at work up in the booth, and I have to say you look so legit up there. You go to the window, your voice is heard throughout the entire stadium. It is so freaking cool.
Yeah, it was definitely it was weird starting off because I'm not used to hearing my voice, especially that loud. When you're in a stadium, especially when it's like a Tuesday game, not too many people are there just because everyone's working. You show up, and when you hear your voice bouncing off of the Lake Elsinore mountains behind you and coming back, it's a weird feeling.
That is so cool.
Wait, hold on a second. You can actually hear the voice, reverberate back.
Probably because you got the mountains right to the left and in right field, and then there's all these buildings in between. You can hear it bounce back immediately.
That is so cool.
That's pretty legit. And it would have to be kind of weird to hear that, right? As you're doing the PA announcing, right?
It took a lot of getting used to, especially because you want to have your window open because you want to hear the sounds of the game, but at the same time, then you got to deal with the sound reverb and everything. But once you get used to it, honestly, it just flows every single game.
I could have never thought about it. I totally didn't even think about that.
And especially with us in Lake Elsinore, we're all about our production. We're all about putting on the best show you've ever seen in baseball and minor league baseball. like our Saturdays, we call them the show Saturdays because it's basically a show in between innings. We always have some kind of game going on, whether it's you got kids in the outfield spinning on bats and then racing on bouncing balls, trying to win some kind of prize, or whether it's after the top of the first inning, we'll go get a fan at the stands, ask them to pick a player on the starting lineup, and if that player hits a double at any point in the game, everybody in a certain section gets free doubles from in and out.
Oh, that is
so legit.
In and out literally right as you're leaving the stadium too.
Exactly. Not even 0.5 miles away.
That's so perfect.
That's just not wrong. That's just wrong. That's just it's like we're about to go make you spend some money.
Oh, if anything, Lake Elsinore is one of the best like values you can get in baseball, especially this last season. It was our 30th anniversary season, this last one. So we had throwback Thursdays. So all the prices were the same prices that they were back in 94 when they first started playing. So you'd get tickets for like $9.50. We had $2 beers for sale. And then on the last one of the season, we ran out of $2 beers. So the owner made an audible after like the third inning and said, all right, all the tall boys now $4. Go back to the stands.
Wow. Imagine a $4 tall boy, please.
When you say old school, are you guys using this old school LE with the flash on top?
Oh, yeah.
Lightning?
The storm cloud and everything.
Oof.
I love that.
That's legit, though.
It's so many eras of Storm baseball. It's just cool, like all the different logos we have for the team.
Yeah. So let me ask you, like, how did you fall into this job that you do? Like, I mean, there had to be like, all of a sudden, I was like, you know what? I think I can do this. I got this.
Well, it really all started when I was 17. Going to hockey games with my friends after like a day at high school.
Okay.
It was $10. It was right down the road. It was hockey on. You get to stand right on the ice because it's at the local rink.
Yeah.
You just got to go out and have a good time. So we would go so many times that they started recognizing us, like all the game day staff and everything. So we were friends with like all the people that would run the games. And then one day they asked, like, "Hey, our penalty box guy didn't show up. Do you mind filling in? Like, we're cool. We trust you. I was like, "Yeah, I'm there. I'm all for you." And then from there, I asked, like, "Hey, how does the scoreboard work?" And like, "Hey, like, can I play music in between puck drops? Can I announce like goals?" Because they weren't doing any of that. It's just junior hockey. They were just doing the basics, just putting the score on the score sheet, playing music every now and then. And I wanted to,
liven it up.
Yeah, get a little lively in there, and it worked. We had more people coming in. We started throwing out different promotions with tickets. That's really when I got my first introductions into the sports industry. And then from there, like I started asking like more and more, like what all can I do to like help out the team? Then all of a sudden I'm in Seattle with the team. Then my first ever flight I ever took is up with a junior hockey team going to Seattle and just being able to drive around the Pacific Northwest, exploring that while also doing my job and just watching these guys progress through hockey and everything. It's so fun.
That's sick.
Wow. All because someone show up to work one day.
Exactly.
So cool.
Exactly.
So you're like the Tom Brady and somebody was, Drew Bledsoe, and then you're like, y'all do it, and then never relinquish. I got you. You.
And then it's similar story when I got into broadcasting. We were on a road trip playing the team up in Lake Tahoe for a 3-game series. It gets to Sunday. It's the last game of the series. And I look over and their broadcast guy was gone. And I see their cameraman. He has the mic in between his arms while he's controlling the camera. And he's just trying to talk and everything. So I like asked him, like, "Hey, do you want some help?" Like I was assuming, I'll grab the camera for him. And then he just hands me the mic. And I was like, all right, I guess we're doing this.
Oh my gosh.
And then from there, I was like, that was really fun. I want to keep doing that. And so they let me hop on the broadcast there. And from then, it brought me attention throughout the league. I'll do different showcases in Vegas. We'll have the entire, like all the Western teams come out to Vegas. We go to the Golden Knights facility and the Henderson Silver Knights facility. We'll play tournament games there. I'll broadcast for all the teams in the league there. And then like it's just it's so fun.
Wow.
Dude, that's sick.
What a life.
Yeah, it was just it got me the attention, and now I was working with the San Diego team the last 7 to 8 seasons, and this new season, things got shooken up a little bit within the ownership committee, and everything. A few things fell through, but I was able to get a call from the Long Beach squad up
I
at
saw
Lakewood
the video,
Ice.
by the way. I was on Instagram looking at your video. You got you had something to covering your shirt here, the logo.
Yep, yep.
I saw that. I got you. I see you. I see you.
I had to make a little bit of an announcement,
Yeah.
And
That's
ever since going
awesome.
up there, from day one, because they knew me from before. I was the guy that came with the San Diego team, and I'd be talking crap with the teams, going off on them. Their fans would be jawing back and forth with us. It's hockey, but then going up there, they were super supportive. Just immediately, just took me in and like brought me. Like there was times like my car broke down up there. My owner seriously like he hooked me up with his uncle who was able to take a look at it. It was a problem that had to be fixed the next morning. So his uncle houses me at his own house. I didn't have to look for a hotel or anything.
Wow.
And they're just super nice people up in Long Beach. It's been a good ride.
That's awesome. Good for you, bro. Man, that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
It is, because Long Beach is kind of a drive from you, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm still living in Carlsbad. So I live ironically right down the road from the rink that the San Diego team plays for. I still work there part-time, taking a few shifts and everything. But I just go up to Long Beach because they called me. They wanted me to go up there, and so I wanted to return the favor in some way. And it's more exposure. Just going throughout different teams, looks good on the resume. Gets more clips on the sizzle reels.
Good for you. I mean, listen, you're following your dream, and that's all that matters, right? Like, I mean, as long as you're doing what you love, and hold on, and also, hockey is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
It's been like, I've not always been. I'm a kid from Puerto Rico, okay? So like,
oh yeah,
hockey was not something that you grew up in Puerto Rico, But when I moved to Ohio, we had the Lumberjacks,
Oh yeah.
I go back that old. Yes, calm down, okay? But we had the Lumberjacks and everything, and then now the Cleveland Monsters, and man, now. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. Hockey is one of the most fun sports to watch in person.
It's nothing but it's action from whistle to whistle.
Yeah.
The hitting, the fighting, the scoring. Oh my God. Absolute pandemonium, and I absolutely love every bit of it.
Yeah, and I think hockey was definitely one of the best ways to get into the sports community. Like it really just started just like, it just felt like everyone in a community,
Mm-hmm.
And you had your team, you had your support staff, and then you had the fans, and then you had the fans that would house players, and you would just start meeting more and more people throughout all of this. And now, like, I know people who live in Sweden, guys who are in Denmark. I've got guys all throughout the U.S., throughout Canada, and it's like I can still text any of them right now, and could have a good conversation with them.
That's cool.
Legit.
It really good connections I've made, and like some of the best people I've ever met. Like, and it was always hard at the end of the season driving the guys back to the airport to go back home. It felt like I was like, is this how teachers feel like on the last day of school? I was like, now I know why my teachers were crying on the last day of school.
Yeah, I mean, you get to know them, right? You become friends with them and all of that, and then it's like, then you're like, all right, gotta go.
Yeah, and 6 months just goes up like that. Hockey season seems so long, and then you get to the end of it, and you're like, where did everything go?
Like you're like, I just blinked.
Yeah, it was just Christmas, like yesterday.
So let me ask you then, like, because you got to make that transition from hockey to baseball pretty quickly.
Yeah.
As how is that for you?
It's honestly, it was a little bit of a challenge, especially going from such a fast-paced sport to more laid back. Even with the pitch clock, it's definitely a lot more slower than it is in hockey.
Yeah.
But I just saw on Instagram, actually, Lake Elsinore just posted, hey, we're having open auditions for PA announcers and play-by-play broadcasters. Send in a highlight tape that's at least 90 seconds long to this email, and we'll get back to you if we're interested. So, I went through the motions, recorded a little intro, threw in a few clips, just kind of like, all right, if they take me, they take me,
Mm-hmm.
Then I got invited up to auditions, and then it was myself and about 25, 30 other local broadcasters and PA announcers, a few people that I've known that I met through like soccer clubs and everything. That it was cool just seeing like old friends up there. And then they had us create like a script of our own ads with the sponsors that they have. And then you had to make your own ad for a theme game that was coming up. And then they gave you an opening visiting roster and an opening home roster, and you had to announce lineups in the stadium, like with no one in there, and you just had to go at it. They just sat you in front of the mic. They're like, "Okay, you press that to turn it on. Go for it." Now that was the audition process.
Huh.
Oh no, the way I cry.
And I was the second one to go up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you were the second one?
Whoa. Oh yeah, nerves everywhere.
No. The minute they say that you have to talk on the mic and there's no one there, I'm like, nope, this isn't for me.
What are you talking about? This is what you do now. You're a podcaster now. Like, you do this.
It's different though. It's different when you're seeing the stadium full of people. Oh my gosh.
You know what, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, I was like, don't you get like this adrenaline shot when you know there's like people listening and there's a crowd that's ready there? Like, I mean, I know my adrenaline would just go through the roof for that.
100%. I had my first sellout game 3 of the season. It was Little League night, so all the local Little Leagues are coming out. We had at least like 35 different teams out there. This whole stadium was packed. Not a single seat was empty. I think it was over 5,300 people there. And that's the biggest crowd I ever did anything for. And the energy was crazy.
That's wild.
You know what though? I don't know if you were feeling the nerves when we were there back in June, but you sounded so natural. And then if I remember correctly, you were like kind of like chirping the players' last names. And I was like, wow, like not only is he so good at this, but like you've got to be like loved by the owners or whoever or by your manager to be able to just like do all this. Like he's really got this down.
I always asked him, I was like, hey, like it's nothing like mean. I just want to say a little something funny. So my favorite thing was, so I'm gonna pick on a player from a rival team here. Prospect, I believe he played for the Quakes, and his name is Randy DeJesus. Now, if you broke up the syllables in Randy DeJesus, it just so happens to match up to the rhythm of True by Spandau Ballet. And so he would come out to bat. We'd start playing that song. I'd say, now coming to bat, it's Randy DeJesus.
Oh. Yes.
And there was times like I'd get the visiting the whole bench on the visiting side. They like look up and they like point and laugh.
That's amazing.
No, I was shocked at how much they let you like chirp at the opposing team. It was so cool though.
They said, take it easy sometimes, but definitely don't say anything to the officials.
Yeah, that's probably you'll get kicked out on that.
I don't want to end up on ESPN because I got kicked out of a minor league baseball game. Oh.
I mean that's kind of legit though. Like like if you were to make it to ESPN because you were chirping an umpire, it would be so gold. I mean, don't do it because then you're going to be out of a job. So don't do that. But I'm just saying that would be so good.
Maybe one day if I can call in a favor.
Yeah.
No, that's so cool. And I know you do this every day, but I'm not even kidding. Something about driving into that stadium and seeing that outfield wall with the big logo, it just that's got to be like the best way to start your day. Like it's time.
It feels like home. Honestly, you drive in, especially getting there like an hour and a half before the gates even open. It's just you and your game day staff, and everyone's in the same good mood, ready for a game to go, whether it's a late game or it's a Sunday and we're doing a 12 o'clock game. Like everyone's just always in a good mood. We have our meeting before the game going over what we're going to do in between innings, all of our promos and everything. And then once the gates open and we start doing all the ad reads and everything, everything just starts flowing perfectly. Even when it feels like we're stressed or like we're behind time, we always get it perfectly on time.
That's so cool, man. To be doing that, like doing what you love, right?
Yeah, exactly. I can't complain. Even no matter how much I drive, how much wear and tear on my car it's had, like it's what I love doing, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
This past season, did you follow the team to any other stadiums?
Unfortunately, not this season, just because I was also working a summer security job, just doing a little extra work for more money and everything. Yeah. But this next season, I'm really hoping to at least go to a few away games, especially like Rancho Cucamonga or like Visalia or something like that. Not super far away, but closer than like Modesto.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are all good ones on my list too, so I don't blame you.
That'd be kind of cool.
Away games are definitely really, really like that's nothing's better than being an away fan. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's because like something about being able to go in there and support and just like be repping your team and everyone's against you, but especially if your team's winning and you just have that slight little advantage over them.
You're just giving that smirk to them, like, yeah, you know what's up.
I remember my first NHL game I ever went to was in Ball Arena in Colorado. Saw the Avalanche play the Golden Knights, and I'm a big Golden Knights fan. My buddy's a big Avalanche fan. We were there for his 21st birthday, and it's the third game of the season. It's getting super close. It's 2-1. Colorado just pulled their goalie, and then Vegas sends it down the ice, gets an empty netter, and people start getting up and leaving early. And so me, I had a few Coors Lights in me. I had to.
Of course.
Oh, well, where's everyone going? There's still 2.5 minutes left. What are we doing, guys?
See, I'm the kind of fan, I will stay until the very end, even if my team is losing.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
No matter what. I don't care. Like, listen, obviously fanatic, right? But like, I will always, no matter what, I will always stay. I cannot just not. Even during the World Series where the Cleveland Indians lost to the Cubs, I was there to the very end.
Oh yeah, especially if you're there if you're made it that far, you got to be there the whole time.
Yo, God, yeah. I'm already invested. Absolutely.
Exactly. Like another good away day story. I just went to this last baseball season. I went up to Angel Stadium when the Padres were playing up there, and so I'm sitting right in left field for the seats that I totally paid for. And it's right behind the left fielder, and I hear them say intentional walk on Manny Machado. So then I scream out, I was like, pitch to him, you cowards! And then this one guy, absolute beauty, about 6 rows ahead of me, stands up, turns around, like puffing out his chest, like, hey, we may suck, but we are not cowards. And that is the best Angels fan in the world.
That's awesome. That is awesome. We may suck, but we are not cowards.
Hey,
that is a bad team.
He stood on business.
I'll give it to that. That is not a good team.
Anaheim, stand up.
Good for them. Good for them. I mean, good for you at the same time, right? I mean, you're repping your team.
Always.
But good for them.
I've been repping San Diego since there's players that people couldn't even tell you were on that team. What do you know about Chris Denorfia?
Who?
Exactly. The caveman? You don't know about Chris Denorfia? What do you know about Will Venable, man? Come on.
I do know Will Venable. That I do know.
Willie V, your new head coach of the Chicago White Sox.
White Sox, yeah, man. I'm like, holy crap.
We'll blame Ricardo for not teaching me enough.
Blame him.
Yeah.
Him.
Next time you're just sitting in the living room with Ricardo, I swear to God, just start naming, pull up like San Diego Padres 2009 roster, and just every so often just name a random player. He'll go for hours.
Yeah, he will.
Also, let me ask you this: as a fan now, because obviously you're a San Diego Padres fan, I have my favorite logo for the Padres, but I want to know which one is your all-time favorite San Diego Padres logo.
Favorite Padres logo. All right, so I'm I'm really glad we brought back the brown and gold. You know, a lot of people outside of the San Diego community don't really like. They're like, "Why? That's such weird colors." You know, we get called the UPS drivers and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
but going back to the heritage of San Diego, it's real. I love the black and gold because it was just so different. You know, not every team's gonna rock that color scheme. But out of all the logos throughout my time being a Padre fan, my favorite one is, I'm biased because it was the logo we had when we first had our inaugural season at Petco Park. The home plate that was blue with palm trees behind it, and it says San Diego Padres across home plate. That is one of the best Padres logos out there.
I got some that I like. I'm a fan of some of those that I like. I just want you to know that the 92 one, where it says the circle with the San Diego
that's my number two
club,
Yeah,
and it's
that's my number
Padres with the blue and oh my god.
Oh, the blue orange.
The blue and
Oh,
orange is so sick. He's got a Tony Gwynn jersey with that.
I mean, that's what I was literally was just gonna say. Tony Gwynn in that jersey. Oh,
That's the number one person you think of when you see that jersey.
Yeah.
oh, that's so sick. So sick.
I'm a swinging Friar girl. I love him. He's so cute. Cutest mascot, cutest logo.
He's fun. And he has a good time at the games too.
He's so awesome. Just everything about that stadium. You know what? I hope one day this journey takes you to that, because to be at that ballpark every day, with that view.
Anytime I go, and if I can find any ticket, I don't care if it's standing room only in Gallagher Square, I am at that stadium. I want to go visit every other stadium, but I'm like, you know, like it's kind of hard when you're coming from the best already, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that is some strong words.
No, I don't disagree. It is one of my favorite game day experiences. We are usually like in Oceanside, San Marcos area. We take the train. We're riding along the water. We get dropped off at the Gas Lamp District. We pregame, go to Gallagher Square. No, actually, we have friends. I'm sure you know them, like Rohano, James, them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, we'll go to the season ticket lounge, do like the $5 cut waters. We're already.
That's how you do it.
Yes, buzzing, and then we go downstairs and we're doing some more drinking. It's
Of course. I mean, because that's part of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta go for the members pregame happy hour, because that $5 can is then $13 after the first pitch is thrown.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Jesus. They goes like, oh, it's cheap, too expensive.
Yep.
No, to go from 5 to whatever it is, 13 or even more for other drinks, it's like
yowza.
No.
See, I'll complain about it until I'm in the stadium. Then I'm like, oh, I'm so ready to pay $15 for this beer right now.
Well, that's why you want to pregame extra hard at Gallagher Square to not even think about it.
Because like you pregame there and then you go inside.
Or I'm sorry, at Gas Lamp. Pregame extra hard at Gas Lamp. This way, when you're inside, you don't even care. Until you check your bank account the next morning.
You're not wrong. I mean, you're not really wrong.
But on that note of like game day experience, do you have like a game day experience at Lake Elsinore? Like, I know like you get there an hour before getting ready for work, but like, do you ever get to go down and try any of the foods? Do you ever like after the game is over, like when do you get to come downstairs? Because I know last time we were there, like you were upstairs for a while, so.
Yeah, so I spend most of my time upstairs, but like pregame, I'm able to just walk around the concourse, do whatever I need to do. A lot of times, my favorite thing to do is like after a payday, especially, you know, go reward yourself with a brookie with some ice cream on top of it from the Batter Up Bakery. Oh my!
Not the brookie. I'm so sad. And
you're gonna have to explain this to me.
When we get you to Lake Elsinore, there is this bakery that has been there for a few years now. Thank God. It's called the Batter Up Bakery, and they sell the best desserts, the best lemonade, but they also sell this massive, it's a massive half brownie, half chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, that sounds delicious already.
And it like glistens, and it's just, It's so beautiful and it's so good.
I'm
I
hungry.
know that our listeners cannot see, but this is what it looks like.
Oh my
And
god!
underneath the chocolate chip part, or here, underneath the chocolate chip part, that's all brownie right there.
Yowza!
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm
always
not
ask them
hungry at
to.
all.
I asked them to warm it up, throw a scoop of ice cream on top of that. That is my pregame snack.
Oh,
You got to get ready. Oh god, that looks. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm not hungry. No, I'm not hungry.
and then that Michi taco spot too.
Oh yeah, it's
I'm a
perfect
little poor for that place.
in the press box. We get a little bit spoiled because we have all the sweet waiters. They'll come into the press box. We'll just write our order on a little piece of paper. They'll go to all the stands down there and they'll just come bring it up to us.
Wow.
So Michi tacos, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm feeling like 3 carne asada tacos today. Cool, write it down. It'll be up in about 10-15 minutes.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh. The birria tacos, that burrito it's massive.
It's so good.
Oof!
I know. And then the aguas frescas are so
You got this girl reminiscing on food right now.
Oh no, it's so good. We have a restaurant in left field, man. Like
yes.
you go all the way down the left field line, all the way at the end of the concourse. A full restaurant, full bar. They got TVs in there for any like big games going on. They host concerts in there during the off season.
Really, this is legit.
The Diamond's awesome.
It is the best.
Okay, all right. You guys are okay.
And then you got the cute like little lake nearby, and then the mountains. It's just like heaven. It really is, because it's like such a scenic view. In and out's right there. If you've got like the post game alcohol munchies still, but then you've got all the great food inside the stadium, and yes, that left field restaurant, which so good. So many beer options too.
Oh yeah. If they don't have the beer you want at the concession stand, I guarantee they have it at the Diamond Tap Room.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me the best thing about that ballpark, because I'm looking at a picture of it right now, which by the way, pretty legit. Are you able to do a full 360 walk around the ballpark?
Not a full 360 walk. So our seats only go from the left. It only goes up the first and third base sides.
Yep. I see that.
The entire outfield, that's all of our back area. That's mostly like our storage space. So that's like where we have like the cages for pregame batting practice. We have like a few things back there that like for our mascot stuff, and just like we'll have the people for fireworks wait back there. Then when it's time, they'll wheel out a trailer from back behind the center field wall and just shoot off fireworks from center field.
Okay. I mean, I do see the mountains. That's pretty legit.
Yeah, and you're completely surrounded by those mountains too.
Wow.
And when we go, we all have to sit. Talk to me about those green chairs, because I freaking love the green chairs. I've just never sat there.
So the green chairs, what it used to be, was the Thunder Family Zone.
Okay.
So back then, you'd be able to buy like cheaper tickets in those seats, and that was the family seats because it was budget friendly for families. And a lot of times they would come with like a hot dog or like a soda and like different things like that.
Okay, that's pretty legit.
And then they have the Storm Kids Club, so a lot of times kids could like do certain things to earn free tickets, and those were the tickets they would be seated at.
Okay.
Well, I want to do that because I want to.
Those are like neon green shirt.
They're so cute.
They're cool. I love neon green. I love it. Don't get me wrong. That's one of my favorite colors of all time. So
I just gotta say though, I'm sure during a day game, those seats are probably a little tough.
I would say definitely if you're gonna do the green seats, come for an evening game.
I was just gonna say because that's like there's no shade.
Yeah, you kind of gotta wait for the sun to go behind the stadium, and then what you'll see during day games is only the first 2 rows at first pitch really have any shade, and then as it keeps going, as more rows get shaded, everyone starts migrating up to the top. Everyone just kind of has the same agreement, like, yeah, we're all hot. I don't care what seat number we are. We're all just gonna come sit in the shade.
We're all suffering together, so shut it. You know what I love about this ballpark? First of all, I got to ask you about this, okay? The scoreboard all the way in the outfield.
Yes.
Is it electronic? Is it an electronic scoreboard, or is it
It used to be a hand. You had to put the card in the window. But then when we had to make renovations after 2020, when the MLB took over operations for MILB, we had to add in like different. We couldn't have open field bullpens. We couldn't have certain. We had the nets had to be at a certain area.
Yeah.
And just like there had to be certain storage space. We had to build a whole new clubhouse, which is by far amazing. Our clubhouse is awesome.
Oh.
And then but I miss the old scoreboard, but our new scoreboard, just the with the video board and the lights underneath it, and you can edit. That's the small details for me. When you can edit the names and it doesn't just say home and away on a scoreboard, that's the tiny things. The good details that I love to see.
I got you. I mean, because don't get me wrong, I'm a massive fan of like the hand scoreboards.
Oh yeah,
it's very nostalgic, right? It's very baseball, right? Like I love it. I do love, and I know people are gonna laugh at me about this, but the fact that you have all these signs are like they look so like very 90s baseball. There's so many of them in the outfield.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a cool view.
It's awesome, especially when a baseball hits one.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah,
like I'm literally looking at pictures right now of this ballpark.
Oh yeah. Dude, we got to get you out this next season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a 4-hour drive from us, and I don't know why we only went once last season.
Hey, but you came on wrestling day. That was one of the best days you could have came.
I'm sorry, what?
Wrestling day was so fun.
I'm sorry, again?
Sunday day game. That was our promotion. I don't remember the exact date, but we have local SoCal Pro Wrestling comes out, sets up a ring in the middle of the concourse. They're doing different like wrestling promos throughout the entire show. We're making wrestling references. We're playing wrestlers' music throughout the whole day. Then once the game's over, everyone meets at the ring, and we have 2 matches just in the middle of the concourse. And it's so fun.
Listen, I'm not a wrestling fan, but I will go just to see that.
Oh yeah, and it's all included with your ticket.
Wow, that's cool. Let me ask you this. How popular are the standing seats behind home plate? The standing tables?
Oh, those are super popular. Those are our 4 top tables. Those are perfect. You get a perfect, it's like a bar seating. You're sitting, so you're over the normal traditional seats.
Yeah.
So you can see over them perfectly and right at home plate.
See, it's the little things that I like about ballparks, because every ballpark is different, right? Every ballpark is totally different. Like you doing something in Lake Elsinore is going to be totally different that they're going to be doing up in New York, right? So I love those little different things that you guys are doing at different ballparks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it's Lake Elsinore. It's the middle of the desert. It gets pretty hot in the summer. So we'll have the misters above the seats going down on everyone down there.
I like it. I like that.
On the party deck, we got all the misters over there and everything. Plenty of ample shade. We'll be giving out water and stuff. I think the top heat we hit this season, I think we hit 112.
Come again?
112.
Yeah.
Gross. I mean, wow.
And that was a Sunday 12:30 p.m. first pitch.
So. Wow, first of all. Oh my god, I can't even but is that dry heat though?
It's dry heat, but it's heat. It is.
Yeah, heat nonetheless. It's still heat. Yeah, you feel like you're in an oven. There's no mistaking that part.
It's like I'm in the booth and we have AC in there, but it'll be 110 outside and 85 in the booth, which is I'll take it.
Yowza.
Must be nice. We had really good seats, and we had to go under. We were willing to give up our really good seats for like going way back in the shade.
Oh yeah, it gets hot.
Misters is where it's at. I like what you said. It's like, yeah, we do the misters.
Yeah, the ownership in Lake Elsinore they really care about the fan experience over pretty much most aspects of the game.
I love that.
And it helps when you got a good product on the field. Lake Elsinore made it all the way to the California League Championships, lost it in Game 3.
Yeah, I mean it's what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, lost by 1 run in the final game of the series. Can't be too mad.
Can't be too mad. All right. So by the way, I do have one of Lake Elsinore's hat. I lie. I'm sorry. I apologize. I have their Marvel 920 hat.
Oh, the Defenders of the Diamond.
The
Yes.
Defenders. So the diamonds, yeah. But I need to get me like the ones with the eyes. Those are cool. The ones with the
Oh
eyes.
yeah.
Don't have one of those yet. All right. So as I'm sure you are also a fan of merchandise, and I'm sure you're a fan of merchandise of your team as well.
Always.
In your opinion, what is your number one like that you guys sell the most of besides hats? Obviously, that'll be the number one thing that everybody's going to buy. What do you think everybody else buys there? I mean, it can't be hoodies.
You'd be surprised. So,
I was just going to say, unless it gets when it comes at night, that gets pretty cold.
oh yeah, it'll get, especially in the beginning of the season. It'll be a night game, and it's like easily a good. Oh, there goes the phone. It'll be like an easy 42 degrees outside.
Oh, I'll take that all day.
I'll take it all day. But then you look down and everyone's over there shivering and teeth are chattering.
I was just at the Arizona Fall League, and there was no joke. It got down to that low in November in Arizona.
Yeah.
So
Arizona
so
gets cold.
hoodies during the early in the season.
Hoodie's good, but I think number one thing, especially this season, because this is our first season in a few years, we updated our jerseys.
Mm.
So instead of having just the block letters that said Storm across the chest with the eyes above it, we went with more of a cursive font on it this time. And then our away jerseys are just plain gray, and it just says Lake Elsinore in that old school font that you like to see on a jersey. And it just everything was so perfect this year. I think the jerseys really sold really well this year.
Let me look.
That's what I was.
Okay.
Me and Mel were like, yeah, let's go look at some jerseys right now. Let's see what's going on.
These are nice. That black one, that road replica jersey, the black one, and of course it's sold out.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's what it is I like that because it says Storm and it has the eyes in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I love that a lot. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, our marketing team kills it.
Do you guys have the custom where you can customize the jerseys on the back of the team store?
Not in our team store, just because it's a very small space. So we do sell blanks, and so it would be able to be customized after you buy it. But as of right now, we don't have customization available in store.
Not yet. Hopefully,
not yet.
I was just
not yet. But I'm definitely going to bring it up though, because if there's interest, I'm guaranteed they'd be willing to take a look at it at least.
You're like, so can we take a look at, I don't know, possibly maybe, bring in this because, there'd be some interest.
Yeah, exactly.
In your opinion, what's your favorite hat? What's your favorite logo hat?
My favorite logo hat.
I might have to get me this at Lake Elsinore Casual Classic 920. Black one with the eyes.
Oh.
I'm going to have to go probably our retro hats with the blue top with the folded brim, and you got the Lake Elsinore Storm Cloud, which is the LE and a bolt going right through it.
Yeah, dude, that's legit.
Those are good.
I saw that one. I'm like, ooh, that's nice. That's a good one. I you know what? You're right. I like that one. I'm getting kind of intrigued with the one that you're wearing right now, the one that says Storm.
Oh yeah, these were for our 30th anniversary season. These were our brand new hats that we came out with to go along with the jerseys.
I love how those eyes just stand out.
I know, right?
You can see it from a mile away.
Oh, you 100% can. Although I might have to get me one of these glow in the dark baseballs. My daughter would love these things.
Oh, yeah.
Also, real quick, let's talk about the prices at the team store. This hat was $20. Yeah, I was like, I feel like I'm stealing this hat. Like,
and then we'll even have discount racks. We'll have overstock from last season that we need to get rid of, and we had certain hats from when we won the Cal League back in 2022. Back when Jackson Merrill was on that team, Jackson Merrill just got robbed from Rookie of the Year. Just saying.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see no Paul Skeens winning or anything like that. No.
Exactly.
Nope. I didn't see nothing. Oh my God. I might have to. Oh,
And those hats with thunder are so cute too.
Those are legit, dude. Those are nice, man.
With Thunder the mascot.
I'm telling you, the people love Thunder.
He's so adorable.
he is the two-ton mascot of the year.
2-ton what?
Two-time mascot of the year.
2-ton mascot of the year.
2-ton. I like that. I like that. That's good. Let me ask you. Obviously, because you guys have the defenders of the diamond, right? You guys have that logo, but you also have what I believe is a very nice, very underrated logo, and that is your Copa.
Oh yes, the Cadejos. Yes.
How popular is that in the ballpark?
You know, you see it's selling every now and then. I always see at least a few purchases and some new Cadejos merch being moved every game, especially when we have our Hispanic Heritage Night and the team is wearing that on the field with the jerseys and everything. Oh, it's perfect.
I'm not gonna lie, that gray with the white Cadejo and the blue eyes with the blue brim. Ooh.
That is
nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oof, that looks nice.
Yeah, Ed is a big Copa guy.
I'm a massive Copa guy. Massive.
I'm a big Flying Chunkless man. You know, I love that
Bro,
logo. I love
come
that
on.
logo.
Bro, I love a flying chancla. I cannot confirm or deny that I've never been hit by a flying chancla as a Puerto Rican. I'm just saying I'm a massive fan of the chanclas. Oh my God.
Do you have plans, Austin, to go visit? I know obviously you've gone to San Diego, but do you have plans to go to El Paso? I know that the high A team is a little far, but El Paso or San Antonio anytime soon?
I definitely would like to. I remember I got to drive through El Paso once when I was driving through the country, and I stopped at the ballpark just like stand outside, wave hi, because it was middle of December.
Just like bye.
I really want to do. I enjoy going to other ballparks and just stadiums in general. So it's definitely on my list of wanting to go to those stadiums. Even with the Fort Wayne Tin Caps over in Indiana, I wanted to see that stadium as well.
Yeah.
Me too, dude.
The only other minor league team stadiums I've been to is Las Vegas Ballpark, which that was awesome. That was one of my favorite ballparks I've ever been to.
I got to miss that one.
I've been to the Omaha Storm Chasers in Omaha, Nebraska.
Been there.
That stadium is a minor league stadium if I've ever seen one.
Ooh.
You can go up to the ticket booth, pay $5 general admission. You can bring your own beach chairs, blankets, and everything, and you're in the outfield on a grass hill. In the outfield, behind all these outfielders.
That's a nice one. I'll give you that.
World Series.
I'm a little jealous.
You have to make it to the East Coast, okay? I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina, okay?
I'm planning on hitting the East Coast soon. And I really am I'm gonna start in New York, rent a car, and just hit as many states as I can.
Hit me up. I'm telling you, there's a lot of minor league listen, this is the mecca of minor league baseball. There's so many ballparks here.
Man, I'm in.
I'm telling you, Durham Bulls Ballpark. You go down to Kannapolis. That's a beautiful ballpark. You can actually walk that one in the off season. When you're out there, yeah, because it's a park. It's a city park as well. So you see all the people, and then the team store is always open. So you should definitely, that one is a cool one. The Charlotte Knights in the middle of the Charlotte, let me tell you. Ooh.
That view, right? That one, yeah, with the view of downtown.
With the view of downtown, I'm telling you right now, that's gorgeous. I'm going there this summer for just to hit a couple games.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Durham Bulls are the one that have the promotion. If the home run hits the bull, then the player gets a steak. If it hits the grass, they get a salad.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
There's a giant bull. Billboard.
Just look it up. I'm telling you, just look it up. There's a big, huge giant bull on the outfield.
Okay.
If the player hits a home run and it hits the bull, they get a steak. If they hit the grass, they get a free salad.
Oh, okay.
You can actually, during the game, you can stand under the bull and see the ballpark because it's a full 360. Cute. And I'm telling you, it is by far, listen, I may be biased, but by far one of the best ballparks in minor league baseball.
I've always heard a lot about the Durham Bulls.
Yeah, you will not be disappointed. I'm guaranteeing you that right now. So
I'm in. I think one of the number one minor league teams I always wanted to go to, just on the name alone and their logo, has always been the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Ugh,
right,
so good.
been there.
Just a
Good.
giant buff shrimp. Are you kidding me? That's amazing.
And the mascot, he's like the mascot in his costume, so cute.
I'll say this: go at night. Okay,
Oh.
it is
Gotcha.
Florida.
Yeah, that is true. It is Florida.
It gets toasty. I'll say that. It's nice though. It's really nice because there's a lot of areas where you can sit down, like in the berm area. There's a little tiki bar out in the back in the outfield. I went there a couple of years ago, and let me tell you, it was a lot of fun. So you definitely should. That's a good one. Their team store, woo, magic.
Fire.
I'm in.
So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of cool ones there, and they have a lot of cool alternate logos, right? And their faux back logos. Yeah, that's why I love minor league baseball, because everybody has faux back logos. Everybody does it.
Oh yeah.
So
Throwback logos are some of the best ones out there, because you're like, oh man, why did they ever get rid of this?
Yeah.
Exactly, but then you're like, oh, I see why, but like I want it to come back.
No, definitely.
You see, that's how I am. It's so hard for me to root for the Astros, but those retro orange Astro jerseys, oh my goodness, those are the best jerseys ever.
Yeah, I could not stand that actual gold ones that they had years back.
Yeah, when they, oh my god,
those weren't nice.
Those
that weren't it. Like when you say like, oh yeah, throwback logos, yeah, absolutely, yeah, no, not those.
Not those.
Nope.
The only thing that sucks about a throwback logo that you love is that if you love multiple throwback logos, that's multiple hats that you have to buy.
Oh yeah, you have to get the hat. You have.
Who you talking to, girl? I got well over 600 hats because of that.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel it.
Oh my god. All right. At the end of the game, and this is something I've been wanting to ask people. It's like, what's your routine? Like the game's ending, like, what do you do? Because everybody's like, oh, I'll just shut everything up and then I go. But like, I'm sure there's a routine for everything.
Oh, I'm definitely very particular about my routine, especially if I have a little bit of time. I don't have to go work at a different job afterwards. I can just enjoy myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stack up all my papers. So if it's like a milestone game, I'll fold it up. I'll put the attendance sticky note on it, and I'll keep that one for myself. Like my first game, I kept that one. It's
good job.
It's over in my room. No, I got the lineups, the ads I read, all the opening speeches for opening day. I knew I had to hold on to that stuff. But at the end of the game, I like to, I'm in the production booth. Everyone else who's part of production's in there. We just like to hang out, just talk for a little bit, and then we'll go downstairs. Everyone will clock out, but usually everyone will go to their cars. But I like to just hang around inside the stadium just a little bit. Soak it in. It's being able to say like, this is my office is just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm enjoying that empty ballpark.
That last game had to have been like your last day there of the season always has to be so hard.
Me and the production crew, we walked out, clocked out. It was a day game because it was the last playoff. It was a playoff game before they went to Modesto to go finish the series. And so we're sitting there like, damn, this really is the last game, like no matter what. And so they close the gates and we're all just standing outside of the gates, just sitting in a circle. We're like, we don't want to leave.
Oh man. God, I remember I did that like a couple of years ago at the Fireflies ballpark. Like I was having so much fun, right? And I didn't want to go. Like we were just standing outside the ballpark and just talking, and ended up being, it's like, oh, we kind of have to go. It's kind of getting kind of late, no one's around. But it's like you hate to do that,
Yeah.
It's the worst. No, I went through the same feeling when the AAA All-Star or championship game was in Las Vegas in September, and I was like, that's it. Like, this is the championship game. There is no other game after this.
That looked like so much fun from all your videos, though.
Dude, it was
right.
Oh, okay. So Ed was supposed to go, but the hurricane ruined his like 3 times. was a lot of fun. And
Someone kept looking on the
I
plane
kept
track.
looking at the flight tracker to make sure he wasn't lying, and I was tracking flights from North Carolina to Vegas.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting in, my daughter's gymnastics class. I'm like, nope, I'm really not there, guys. I'm just hanging out at here. Just don't mind me. I'm just having fun.
Austin, it was a lot of fun.
I bet it was.
I'm not talking to you, Ed. I know you know it was a lot of fun.
I know it was. Austin, hey, is there anything that we haven't asked you, my friend? This is your time right now, because we're about to do a little something different. And Val, I'll pre-warn you on this.
We always forget to let them know.
I know, right? But this is going to be a little baseball trivia challenge. I'm going to challenge you on your baseball trivia, my friend.
All right.
I got this deck of cards at TJ Maxx. By the way, I love TJ Maxx or Marshalls. It's a beautiful thing. So we're about to test your knowledge, my friend.
I know I can already see it. I'm gonna get one wrong at some point, and it's gonna be 30 minutes after this call is over, and I'll be like, it was that, damn it.
I will be expecting a message from you after that.
A redo.
I know, right? All right, my friend, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm going to start with which I think it's an pretty easy one. All right. Before Shohei Ohtani in 2018, who was the only major league player since 1900 to have 10 plus home runs and 4 plus pitching wins in a season?
10 plus home runs and 4 plus pitching wins.
I'll read it again.
Was it a National League pitcher?
It was a player.
A player.
Before Shohei Ohtani in 2018, who was the only major league player since 1900, the year I was born, to have 10 plus home runs and 4 plus pitching wins in a season? It was not National League.
It was was it Babe Ruth?
Ding, ding, ding. It was Babe Ruth, my friend.
Had to think about that one for a second.
I
forgot he also pitched.
He did. He was a pitcher. There you go. Okay. Nolan Ryan threw the final 2 no-hitters of his major league career for what team? The last 2 no-hitters of his major league career for what team?
Was it for Texas?
I don't know. Was it?
I'm gonna go with Texas.
Which Texas though?
Texas, not Houston. Texas.
The Rangers. Yeah, Texas Rangers.
You
are
the
correct,
only
my
team
friend.
with the Texas name, you know?
No,
He's right. He's right, because Houston doesn't have it. Yeah.
The Astros, the Texas team. That's the Rangers.
You know what? I'll say this: when I'm in Stadium Figaro mode, I don't like to show my bias, but Texas all the way. Rangers all the way.
I'm not showing my bias. I'm a Cleveland Guardians fan. Okay, you show your bias. Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 more, and then because you're doing pretty good. I mean, let's do 5. All right, so 2 down. You're 2 for 2.
Sounds good.
All right. While amassing 493 major league home runs, what first baseman became known as the crime dog?
Ooh.
All right. While amassing 493 major league home runs, what first baseman became known as the crime dog? This is a good one. You think about the name. Think about why he was known as the crime dog.
Because McGruff. I can't think of the first name though.
30 minutes later, he's gonna call me.
I know.
It wasn't him.
This is gonna be the one. I swear. Man, I'm stumped on this one.
You ready?
One.
You want me to tell you?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Fred McGriff.
Fred McGriff. Ah!
Oh my god, I love this game. All right. In 1965, whose scoreless 3-inning stint against the Boston Red Sox at the age of 59 made him the oldest player to appear in a major league game. By far my favorite baseball player to play in this era.
Oldest
favorite
player.
pitcher. So, 1965, whose scoreless 3-inning stint against the Boston Red Sox at the age of 59 made him the oldest player to appear in a major league game. He was an entertainer. He was tall. He was lanky. I'll give you another hint. He played for the Cleveland Indians.
Cleveland Indians, tall, lanky. Oh man!
If I tell you what this other hint, you'll figure it out. You ready?
Go for it.
He played in the Negro Leagues.
Oh shit! Oh, what's his name? What's his name? Oh, you got me with another one here, man. Man.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Satchel Paige.
Oh my god! I didn't know he was. I actually did not know he was the oldest one to play.
He was the oldest. Satchel Paige.
Ah.
They need to make a movie about this man.
Absolutely.
You know
I
what I
don't care
mean?
what studio needs to do it. Someone needs to do it.
Someone needs to do a movie about Satchel Paige. By far, one of my absolute favorite pitchers of all time.
Absolutely.
All right. So that was what? That made it 4, correct?
Yeah, well, I'm 2 for 4.
You're 2 for 4. I mean, in the majors, you're doing pretty good.
I'll tell you, that's a 500.
That's 500 right there. So let's see how you finish. All right, you ready? As a 21-year-old in 1981, this is the year I was born, by the way, who became the only pitcher to win Rookie of the Year and Cy Young Award in the same season. 1981, became the only pitcher to win Rookie of the Year and Cy Young Award in the same season.
See, I know this one because I know I was watching MLB Tonight at some point, and they talked about this when they were talking about Paul Skeens.
R.I.P.
Is it Fernando Valenzuela?
It is Fernando Valenzuela.
R.I.P. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what team he played for. That is a legend of the game.
Exactly.
That dude was a legend, right? Like, I mean, he united a whole town. Like, I mean, he was just like, not just the whole city, but like all of baseball. Like, I mean, he was electric.
Yeah, especially for the Latino community. You know,
that
was the guy.
He just gave me chills, man. Yeah, only pitcher and Rookie of the Year and Cy Young Award. I mean, that is. I mean, come on now. So,
and he still is.
Yeah.
It still is. Has not changed. So, Austin, dude, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I loved this. This was super fun.
Crying in the club.
3 for 5. You went 3 for 5. So it's good hitting right there for a baseball game.
C's get degrees, baby.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
I did. I know I got C's. And so where can people find you on all the socials?
You can find me on Instagram at Shebang Sports. That's my sports media account. That's where I'm going to be posting all my stuff pertaining to hockey and baseball. I'm going to try to be a bit more active on it. It's been a weird, long transition month between baseball and hockey, but I'm definitely gonna be posting some more hockey clips on there in the coming weeks.
Give you a follow.
Yeah, Shebang Sports on Instagram, and just keep up with me there, and I'll post everything else I have where it comes to broadcasts or anything of the such.
Yeah,
sounds good. And then make sure you obviously, if you cannot make it to Lake Elsinore, go to their website, buy a hat, buy a merchandise, because at the end of the day, every little bit counts, and you're supporting minor league baseball.
Absolutely. The eyes of the storm are all around the country.
Oh, bro. Oh, love that. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Austin.
Thank you.
This podcast is part of the Curved Brim Media Network. Here are some of the other members of Curved Brim Media.
Hi, this is Kelly Robinson, the Minor League Nerd. My YouTube channel explores the history of minor league baseball teams. More than just stats, we delve into team lineage, sharing stories from current franchises to obscure one-year wonders.
I'm Paul Caputo, and on the Baseball by Design podcast, I talk to minor league baseball teams, designers, and other super interesting people about what these minor league baseball logos mean, and I talk a little bit about ice cream helmets.
What's up, Bucketheads? I'm Anna DiTomaso, and each week on the Baseball Bucket List podcast, I speak with a different fan about their favorite baseball memories, what the game means to them, and what's left to check off on their baseball bucket list.
Hey everyone, it's Eric from the great state of Kansas.
This is Johnny from the New Orleans Baby Cakes Memorial Museum.
And we are the Earn Fun Average podcast,
where we talk to a variety of guests about their love of baseball and have fun doing it.
America, lower your standards.
Average is what we do best.
This is Patrick
and Corey
of BaseballMapper.com, and we have made an interactive map to help highlight all baseball teams from the majors down to collegiate summer leagues.
We want to bring you closer to baseball. So get on the site and find a team near you today.
Hey guys, this is Patrick Larson from the Minor League Baseball Hat History Series. And in every episode, I go through the history of minor league teams through my personal collection of hats. You can find me on Twitter at @PatLarson1. I hope you guys enjoy.
Learn more about Curve Brim Media at curvebrimmedia.com.